Hi everyone, Marilee here. It's 12/12/2016, and we are coming up on the end of the whole year. We're in a 9-year cycle ending time period, which is pretty powerful. Clearing the decks, cleaning out the old, still happening. But right now we also have more planets forward than we've had in a while. There's no retrogrades. We are in a Mercury retrograde shadow. Mercury goes retrograde on the 19th. But that's not a negative thing. Mercury goes retrograde several times a year to help and support us to get really clear on what we're doing. Sometimes we have to review and redo and revisit, realign during those times, but that's not a bad thing. So just know that that's coming and we are in the shadow of it. And some traditional astrologists would tell you, don't buy houses, don't sign contracts. And it's like, I'm not one of those just because I think life goes on. You just have to pay extra attention and be focused. And it's because it's Mercury rules Gemini and the noise is louder. The frequencies are flashing quicker when Mercury's closer to the Earth, which is when it's retrograde. So, having said that, I want to talk a little bit about today on the 12/12. This is a portal of a door opening for tremendous downloads, getting new information, new energy. The full moon is tomorrow. It is in Gemini and it is power packed. It is the last full supermoon of this year, and it is, by some standards, by some astrologer standards, considered to be quite lucky. We have the moon is trining Jupiter and Mars. It's sextile Uranus. It is a grand air trine with Jupiter and Mars. It has a square with Chiron. Pluto and Mercury are conjoined. It's power packed. It's really full of a lot. So you may find yourself needing to get a little grounded, to slow down a little bit. Gemini loves tons of information. It's very curious. It's very playful. The Sun and Saturn have just finished an absolute hand-in-hand conjunction on one side, and the moon is coming around to Gemini on the other side, and there is this bridge between them on a full moon, because a full moon is always where the moon and sun are opposite. Saturn sits with the sun. Some people say that that's very repressive and anchoring. It's all in Sagittarius, so we are really anchoring our future vision and our beliefs and what we know to be true and re-examining what we believe to be true. All of that is happening with the help of Saturn being in Sagittarius. Conjunct the sun opposite the moon is giving us a bridge between being, having this flexibility and curiosity and this ability to find authority and stability and control and operating from duty and obligation, and somehow getting to the place where we are moving between the two with a little bit more of an enlightened consciousness as opposed to being fixed and being stuck. So this moon is moving a lot of things forward. It will be in effect till the new moon, which I believe is December 28th. So Christmas time looks pretty actually vibrant and mostly upbeat. There is always the thing about, notice that when things leave Sag and go into Capricorn, that you'll wish you hadn't spent all the money you spent. So it's always good to keep that in mind. But what I wanted to do more than anything right now was to encourage and to invite all of us to realize, with all the shifts and the crazy changes that have been going on, which are all very purposeful and appropriate, because the old paradigm is out. It's dying, and we are right in the middle of this transition. So does it feel stable? No. Does it feel like we know exactly where we're going? Certainly not. And we can't right now. So what we want to do is anchor into the power of the moment, where we trust, we have faith and trust in faith that we are going in the right direction, using our guts, using our heart connection to tell us when something does not feel right, and then being willing to honor that. We must honor what our truth is. That's part of what this full moon is about. And the other part of it is to just allow yourself to be curious about new ways of doing things in life. Get out of a rut. Create some change. There is support because we have this incredible connection between Saturn and Uranus, stability and change. The Great Awakener is not messing around. It is rattling and shaking everybody's cage when we're not supposed to be living in a cage. So just keep all of that in mind and utilize today as a time to recognize we have a window between now and the winter solstice, the 21st of December, where we're going to get lots of downloads, lots of new pieces of information about what we can do to help birth our new life in 2017. And we have to get quiet enough to hear it because it's all on the inner. All of this communication is on the inside. While it looks like the world on the outside is being bombarded with way too much information and a lot of it not accurate information, we need to go inside and trust that that inner voice can tap into your higher resources, to your higher self, however you want to call it. And that requires some stilling of the monkey mind and opening up your heart to hear from the higher mind. So I hope this helps. I'm wishing you all a wonderful Christmas season. I will be back in touch when the inspiration comes. And thank you for your patience while I am trying to figure out where I'm going with all of this. Much love. Take care. Bye-bye.